Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Tian and I'm here to speak with you today about the natal moon in Gemini. Before I go any further, however, I would love to ask that if you do like this video, please may you give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in learning more about astrology and all things quantum, please do hit the subscribe button, and to be notified of any new clips, please hit the bell notification icon. Now, if you, like my daughter, have your moon in the third house of communications, siblings, and community, or you have a Gemini moon, then this video is for you. Now, if you're a Gemini sun and you're born in between late May and early June, this video may not be for you. Please feel free to hit the link in the pinned comment box below with the video that I've created that will help you understand how to create your own natal chart and see where your moon sign is. I am generating a playlist of moon sign videos which will help you better understand yourself and your emotional responses. Because in astrology, the moon symbolizes our emotions, our intuition, and our inner world. It orbits the Earth every 27.5 days. The moon navigates the ecliptic, shifting between zodiac signs approximately every 2.5 days. Therefore, despite the fact that you may be stabilized within your sun sign, just like a friend, there will be a difference in the way that you emotionally respond, the way you instinctively behave, and also your need for inner nourishment. And this is all due to the moon sign. Essentially, understanding your moon sign provides you with the insight into your emotional needs and your desires, how you meet and respond to life instinctively, and how you seek comfort in your internal and external environments. It is the innermost part of us and is the part of us that many don't see, as they all see the sun sign. For as children, we act from our subconscious mind or our moon sign until our ego grows at the age of 7. At the age of 7, we begin to shift into our sun sign and the development begins. So the moon sign is who you are at the very foundation of yourself. It is who you are when you're sitting around in the lounge at home and there's no one else around. Your family and your siblings and your partners may see your moon sign, along with your closest friends. However, most of the world see your sun sign or your rising sign. As per Carl Jung, psychiatrist and astrology enthusiast, he determines the moon sign as the animus. The moon is the feminine luminary, meanwhile the sun is the masculine. Therefore, someone's moon sign pertains to their own innate feminine energy, regardless of their gender. The moon sign shines a light on an individual's receptivity and ways of nurturing others. And with your moon in Gemini, a masculine sign in the zodiac, despite the fact that it is an air sign and a mutable sign, there is energy of masculine in your feminine nature. Traditionally, the moon sign also pertains to the mother, our most maternal figure in one's life, and it is all about the nurturing energy that we receive from our mother during childhood and how you as a child are impacted by your mother and vice versa. In essence, it describes whose one mother is to them and the energies and connections instilled within them as a consequence of the relationship. For example, individuals with their Gemini moon often grow up in environments influenced by their siblings or closest relatives who embody these Gemini traits. This manifests as a dynamic and intellectually stimulating relationship, characterized by a lively communication, shared interests, and mutual curiosity about the world. Sibling figures of the Gemini moon placements nurture a bond built on mental agility and adaptability. It is all about a shared love of learning. They may play a significant role in fostering the curiosity and communication skills of the Gemini moon, creating an environment where ideas are exchanged freely and intellectual pursuits are encouraged. The upbringing of a Gemini moon may involve lively debates, shared hobbies, and a constant flow of ideas, reflecting the duality nature of the Gemini moon and emphasis on social interaction. Within the family dynamic of those with a Gemini moon placement, there is a close, nurturing relationship with their siblings, and I do find this with my two daughters. My youngest daughter, the one who has a Virgo moon that is placed on the third house cusp, has a very close bond with her sister, 15 months older than her. And this relationship does pertain to a very close and unbreakable bond that not even I can penetrate. It has been there since I had lupus when my youngest daughter was born, and I went through quite a diverse and liberating experience, shall I say, and their bond has been forged from there. The bond that they have is on mutual respect for one another's ideas. They are constantly playing and communicating, emotionally supporting one another throughout their shared experiences, and they serve as intellectual companions for one another. Elsie, my eldest daughter, is Rosie's mentor and confidant, helping her navigate her emotional challenges with logic and communication. This is an example of a Gemini's moon's individual recalling their sibling as an influential figure who valued mental stimulation, encouraged her innate curiosity, and provided a platform of her to express her diverse interests within a safe environment. This may also pertain to other people in ways of having aunties raise their children, and also grandparents and the likes as well. Essentially, there is a shared experience and shaping of the approach and relationships and emotional experience by those within the close community of their home, highlighting this Gemini nature. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect. Therefore, those with a Gemini moon have a strong desire for mental stimulation, variety, and intellectual exchange in their emotional lives. Gemini moons approach challenges with a rational mindset, seeking to understand their emotions and communication through intellectual analysis. The Gemini moon is symbolized by the twins, offering balance and harmony. It exhibits a dualistic nature whereby the Gemini moon craves variety, novelty, and intellectual exchange. They are skilled at adapting to different emotional contexts, expressing themselves through multiple interests and social connections. They are the type that would have many friends in many places. Those with the Gemini moon find emotional fulfillment through learning, communication, and sharing ideas with others. The influence on the third house, which is this house here, which I highlighted a little earlier, is prominent for those with a Gemini moon, especially when the moon is in the third house itself. The third house, like I said, governs communication, learning, and immediate environment, highlighting the strong emphasis on someone's mental agility, curiosity, and social interaction and emotional expression. The Gemini moon individual prioritizes the intellectual stimulation and communication with others, seeking the emotional fulfillment through this mental engagement and social connections. Essentially, you would mostly find a Gemini moon with adaptability, curiosity, and need for variety. They are always moving forward and they do love change. Gemini is the air sign, and air is known for its versatility and intellectual curiosity. The approach to emotions is open-minded and flexible. The Gemini moon expresses themselves through lively communication and conversation. They also value connection and struggle to have that emotional depth and consistency at times because they have that air-like nature and that curiosity. They need that social and stimulating environment, and they are highly intellectual and inquisitive, so that their head often reigns over their heart, and therefore they struggle to be able to connect with their emotions outside of the logical manner, with emotions being more of the water energy. The men with the Gemini moon embody qualities associated with Gemini energy, as I mentioned before, being that of curiosity, adaptability, and sociability. They do love engaging in debates. My partner is a Gemini sun, and he is always debating, and he's also a Libra moon. So that's all that air energy, sharing the knowledge and exploring new ideas. The moon sign, however, is deepening that mental connection and need to prioritize the relationships offering that intellectual compatibility and need for freedom of expression. In intimate connections, both men and women with a Gemini moon are known for their lively approach. They tend to be flirtatious and quick-witted and quite quirky at most. Despite their sociable demeanor, individuals with a Gemini moon struggle with emotionally grounding and committing due to this adaptable nature. They tend to intellectualize their feelings as opposed to experiencing them fully, and their need for stability amidst their busy social lives is very, very rare. There is a lot of emotional stress that arises when emotions are repressed for a Gemini moon, because they are unable to analyze their feelings or communicate effectively. Again, the head rules over the heart. And this forward movement and a sense of independence is essential for the emotional well-being of a Gemini moon. Therefore, partners of a Gemini moon must be willing to listen to the endless chatter of the Gemini moon and understand that their flirtatious and mischievous behavior in their community is not against them or trying to cheat on them or anything like that. However, it does make creating that commitment a challenging circumstance. The development of a mental rapport with their partner, however, is most crucial, as they, again, thrive on that intellectual connection and understanding. Gemini moons also benefit from partners who appreciate their need for mental stimulation, and they allow them to pursue their intellectual needs and changes at their will. Gemini is ruled by Mercury and associated with the arms and the hands. This highlights the importance of the dexterity and caring for the individual's hands and their arms. They tend to find fulfillment in activities that engage their hands, such as crafts, writing, or gestures that accompany their lively communication styles. However, again, taking care of their hands symbolically reflects their need for skillful expression and intellectual exploration. There are a few notable figures with the moon in Gemini, including Rachel McAdams, Marilyn Monroe, Nicole Kidman, Jennifer Lawrence, Sia, 50 Cent, Hugh Jackman, and Billy Idol, who has his moon in Gemini opposing his sun in Sagittarius. These celebrities embody this versatile communicative nature of a Gemini moon, the intellectual curiosity, and also the mobility between their public personas and personal lives, whereby highlighting the excelling in fields that require the mental agility, creativity, and ability to connect with a diverse array of audiences. However, in all cases, aspects to Mercury, the ruler of Gemini and the moon sign, significantly influences how the moon operates and expresses itself for a Gemini moon. Mercury represents communication, intellect, and how we process information, whereas the moon symbolizes the emotions and instincts of our inner world, as I've just mentioned. However, if there is a conjunction between Mercury and the moon, this blending creates a seamless exchange of mental and emotional connections, enabling a strong ability to articulate their feelings and thoughts. So someone with their moon conjunct Mercury, if they have a Gemini moon, express their emotions through communication and writing or teaching, helping them to verbalize their feeling and have a keen understanding for their mental processes. An example of this would be someone like Nicole Kidman, who has her moon conjunct Mercury in Scorpio. She is known for her emotional depth in acting roles and her articulate expression. There are other harmonious aspects like the sextile or trine, which is 16 and 120 degrees respectively. Someone with their moon trine Mercury, like Michelle Obama, with the moon trine Mercury in Aquarius, has a natural ability to connect emotionally through communication and public speaking to larger audiences. She uses her intellect to support and express her emotional needs effectively. Whereas if you have harsh aspects like a square between Mercury and the Moon, there is a tension being created and challenges in reconciling the emotions with thoughts. Someone with this is Johnny Depp. He has his Moon square Mercury in Gemini. With his Moon, I'm pretty sure it is in the sign... Mercury might be in the sign of Virgo, I'm sure. He tends to struggle with the ability to articulate and rationalize his emotions. There is a restlessness within him, and he internally debates how he feels versus how he thinks he should feel, and that highlights that Moon and Gemini nature. Then an opposition between the Moon and the Mercury, which my daughter actually has, indicates a pull between the intellect and the emotions, whereby she needs to require integration and balance. There are alternating periods of mental clarity and emotional intensity, and this is evident when she throws her tantrums as a 4-year-old. Marilyn Monroe has this Moon opposite Mercury in Sagittarius. It is exemplified within her life, where she is known for her emotional depth in acting, but she's also known for her incredible wit and intelligent persona. This also may have contributed to her struggle with her public image. There are also quincunxes or inconjunctions. Rachel McAdams has a quincunx and faces challenges aligning her emotional needs with her communication style. This creates periods of adjustment or learning of how to express her emotions more effectively. Essentially, in astrology, aspects between the planets indicate the relationship and interaction between different energies in a person's chart. This is highlighted in a natal chart reading, and I do offer them to be able to help you better understand yourself, because no two people are the same and no two people are born in the same coordinates at exactly the same time. So in conclusion, the Moon in Gemini brings a versatile and intellectually curious energy to someone's emotional makeup, signifying the need for mental stimulation, variety of emotional expression, and curiosity-driven approach. It helps understand this placement. Your natal chart will be able to provide you with the insights of how you process your emotions. A downside to a Gemini moon is that they can suffer with anxiety and mental health issues. So it is essential for a moon in Gemini to jump on a bike and go for long, luxurious rides in the air, and connecting with that duality nature of a bicycle and allowing the air to flow freely around them, which is their element of their sign. They also have a mutable nature, so they connect and go for walks along the beach and connect with the earth and the water as well. That helps bring about that mutable energy. I really appreciate you getting this far in this video, and I do hope that you did like it. I hope it brought you a lot of insight into helping you understand yourself and be able to create a better self-acceptance, which is essentially what I'm here to help all people do. It has taken me myself a while to accept myself, and astrology and psychology as a psychology student has helped me to do that. I also create these beautiful pieces of art that are available on Soulful Solutions Art, and this here is my lovely Gemini Moon print. If you would like to secure yourself one, they are instantly attainable and downloadable and available right now. It is a beautiful poem in illuminating the high vibrational energy of a Gemini moon and help you ensure that mental processes and emotional processes are grounded respectively in association with your needs and emotional needs. So yeah, please feel free to visit Soulful Solutions Art, and if you do have any more questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments box below. Again, if you did like this video, please do subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any upcoming content. I do diversify my content. I do have my South Node in Gemini. I have a lot of energy. I've got Mars in my third house. I've got a lot of Gemini energy, and I do love to communicate and help people and share information. I've got Mercury in Gemini. You can probably hear that by the way I speak. So yes, I do love Gemini energy. Majority of my friends actually have Gemini moons. My daughter again has her Gemini moon on the Virgo moon on the third house cusp opposing Neptune and Mercury. So there's a lot of Gemini Sagittarius energy within me, and that is also evident in my Sagittarius moon daughter as well. And that video I will create next to help all my Sagittarius friends, moon friends, which is quite a few of you, be able to understand yourself as well. So yeah, it's actually quite interesting. I have a lot of Gemini moon friends, Sagittarius moon friends, and also Aries moon friends that are mostly masculine, and Scorpio moon friends, because there's a lot of intensity in the psychology realm and everything that I do in occult studies. So thank you again, and I appreciate you, and please hit the subscribe button, and bless you, and thank you.